What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. So yeah, we got another one of these humdrum Marvel series out right now with Secret Invasion. If you didn't know, I wouldn't be surprised because there's absolutely nobody talking about this thing on social media. There's zero buzz. There's zero buzz on a Marvel television show that is dropped on Disney Plus a week ago. You don't find this thing on Twitter. There's not a lot of articles being written about it. I mean, there's a few, but this is a Marvel television show. You would think everybody in the world would be talking about this thing. I'll be very interested to see what the viewership looks like when those numbers come out, like on Samba TV or whatever those are. But let's just kind of get into the show itself. So you know that Nick Fury is the central character of this show. Now, Nick Fury isn't really a big personal favorite character of mine. He's okay. He's an all right character. You know, I just see him as like, okay, he's the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., obviously, and he's a guy that just kind of steps in and gives you some disclosure, on what's going on a particular mission. Like, oh, shoot, Tony Stark needs some information or Captain America needs something or whatever. Oh, here's Nick Fury to come and give you that detail, right? That's kind of what he's been. I think centrally when he was in Avengers and Winter Soldier, he was good. Those two movies, I thought that those were like his best performances. Obviously, they focused a little bit more on him. But other than that, yeah, he's just kind of a capable, smart guy, 2 steps ahead of everybody, as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. should be. He's an accomplished spy. That's the whole thing. He's an accomplished spy. So the Fury that we get in this series ain't that at all, and that's messing this thing up. So let me give you the setup for this show after the first episode. And if you haven't watched it yet, you know what? To be very honest with you, you can probably wait and binge watch the whole thing. It's only going to be 6 episodes. You got 5 more weeks. Just wait 5 weeks and binge watch it because you'll probably be better off that way. I don't think this is something that you got to show up for week after week and see, oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen next. Not that kind of show. Not that kind of show. But anyway, so you'll remember the Skrulls from Captain Marvel. 30 years they've been waiting for Nick Fury and Carol Danvers to find them a new planet to live on. That's basically what it is. And a few Skrulls have said, you know what, we're tired of waiting. Let's just go ahead and take over the Earth, all right? The Earth is ours. We could go ahead and take over the Earth. Honestly, I don't even know why you waited 30 years to do this. You could probably did that 30 years ago. Okay, you give them a few years to see if they can find a spot. It's like, all right, you know what? Hey, y'all ain't found us nothing in about 5 years. We about to take over your planet. We're stronger than you and we can shapeshift. Like, what are we doing? I would have been took over this joint. Hey, man, let's get these cats up out of here, man. We about to run this place. But the Skrulls' plan is to create or start a war between the United States and Russia. And they want to use these bombs, kind of setting up a false flag attack. So it looks like, I guess, the United States attacked Russia with bombs or whatever the case may be. I don't know how that leads to the Skrulls taking over the world, but whatever. That's their plan. So you got Nick Fury and you got Maria Hill and you got Talos, the one guy from Skrull, Ben Mendelsohn's character. They're all sitting around trying to figure out, hey, man, how are we going to find these bombs? What are we going to do? Blah, 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 blah. So the ease at which they figure out this information, that they come upon the information and find out where the bombs are, who's got them, how to go get them, all of that kind of crap. The ease at which they find out this information is so laughable that you have to understand this is a setup. This whole thing has got to be a setup. The way that they figure this thing out and find the information. I was like, there's no way in the world Nick Fury doesn't know that this is a setup, okay? You're sitting there thinking the whole time, oh yeah, Nick knows this is a setup. Yeah, Fury knows he's going to get the drop on these guys. He's going to do the whole switcheroo. We're going to be taken along for the ride. But Nick is going to pull a rabbit out of his hat at the very end and kind of turn the tables on these guys. That's what you're thinking this whole time. But then we're reminded, this is the thing, we're reminded throughout this entire series, all through this first episode, that Nick Fury is old and washed up, that the snap completely changed him. Like, look what they're saying about this guy.
But after the blip, you were different.
I think Thanos' snap changed you. Taught you that no matter how hard you fight for what's right, there's always someone stronger to undermine you. I mean this as a friend, Fury. But go back to your space station. You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us.
Смотри, сколько хочешь. Все равно не будешь таким, как раньше.
You're not ready for this, Fury. There's a very real threat out there. You were never the same after the blip.
You see what I'm saying? You're no good to us. Oh, you're a relic of a bygone era. And like the whole time I'm sitting here like, yeah, Nick ain't that. Nick ain't that at all, man. Nick about to turn it around on y'all and show you chumps who he really is. That's what I would have expected, and that would have been a great way to start the series. That ain't what we get at all, all right? That ain't what we get at all. We get that broken down, weak Nick Fury. And that's the thing about these characters. That's what I was kind of bothered with from the get-go. It's this hokey, situational, laughable, terrible writing where Nick Fury comes back from a space station. He's been up there since the blip or whatever. He's been told that there's this Skrull issue going on. Skrull consternation has been developing. And the first thing he should be doing is like, okay, we need to figure out who's a Skrull and who ain't. All right, we got shapeshifters walking amongst us. Hey, bust out the Skrull test. Hey, who's got the Skrull test? I need to see a blood test, or I could do it like the Thing, McCready and the Thing, and I could just test his blood and find out who's a Skrull, because they keep walking into every situation. Oh shit, this is a Skrull. Oh, this guy's a Skrull. Oh, this, like, why is this guy so fooled by this? You should know. Hey man, before we even start talking to this cat, because they come and pawn information and they find people, and then next thing you know, they reveal themselves to be Skrulls. And it's like, why is Nick Fury fooled by this guy? He should have already said, hey, time out. Hey, before we even start discussing anything whatsoever, I need you to give me a drop of your blood. Yeah, right now. Nah, homie. I need a drop of your blood, because I don't know if you're a Skrull or not. There's all kinds of Skrulls out there, and you know Skrulls are shapeshifters, okay? Him and Talos should have been walking around with little Skrull testing kits in their pockets and just testing everybody that they had to talk to. I mean, something. This is what Nick Fury would do. Nick Fury wouldn't just walk into obvious traps, all right? I don't care if this dude was all completely discombobulated by the blip or whatever. He would be on top of things. And that's the problem that I have with the series, is they're giving us this idiot Nick Fury that's not smart, that's not capable. You can't do this to this character. And again, it's not even my favorite character or anything, but it just belies the entire character of Nick Fury that we've seen for over, the last, 15 years? It's like all of a sudden this guy is just a stone cold idiot. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm not buying it. It was the same thing I was saying when it came to Indiana Jones, when they were doing his Dial of Destiny crap, and they were talking about how Indiana Jones was going to be just some jaded old man, not some worldly wise archaeological professor that's been on adventure after adventure after adventure, and he knows everything about everything. No, he's just some jaded old man that doesn't understand the time that he's living in. Bullshit. Indiana Jones knew exactly what he was doing at all times. That's who Indiana Jones' character is, and it's the same thing with Nick Fury. You give me any other kind of character that's not that character and you call him Nick Fury, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. And that's the problem with this entire show. It's like, and then even Ben Mendelsohn's character, in my opinion, was kind of like, okay, this guy's smarter than this. Talos didn't come off like a complete idiot. Maybe slightly naive when it came to his own people, but now he's 30 years into development. He knows who his people are. And he knows there's bad guys out there that are trying to take over the planet and trying to ruin everything that he's worked so hard to keep together. So he's not going to walk into obvious traps. That's the problem. And then the whole end of this thing, the very end, like the last 15 minutes, it's literally watching Nick Fury systematically walk through a trap. And it's so frustrating because it's like, this guy would never, ever do this. This is the problem that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has. Honestly, this is a problem with a lot of these Disney remakes of these guys. But like I said, when it comes to Indiana Jones, Luke Skywalker, Nick Fury, you name it, they got to make them stupid, because they don't know what else to do with them. They're already smart, and it takes intelligent writing to actually give these guys a challenge. But if I make this guy an idiot, then I don't have to have intelligent writing. I can just have him walk into obvious trap after obvious trap because, oh, the blip messed him up. So now he is just a complete moron, and he has all of the stuff that he did in his previous life, gone. All the intelligence that this guy had, everything that he brought to the table, his lifetime of espionage, his secret agent work. I mean, this is a guy that would have had to pin secret agents just off of looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Like regular human secret agents. This guy probably would be able to walk into a bar and pinpoint, yeah, this guy's an agent, that guy's an agent. This is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., mind you, okay? This guy can pick up on stuff. So you're telling me that this dude is just going to walk into a place where there's just shapeshifters galore and he's not going to have a problem with it? This guy should think every damn person he's running into is a Skrull. Are you kidding me? I mean, again, but like I said, if you have stupid writers and they don't have the intelligence to give Nick Fury a true challenge, all right, something that really tests him as the character that he is, then what you have to do is you have to dumb him down so you can insert your laughably pathetic plot. That's what you got to do. I mean, good God. And these are the people that want to raise. They're on strike right now, by the way, because they think that this is good writing. Eesh. Man, anyway, folks, I don't know if y'all saw this thing, but it just pisses me off because I hate seeing smart men made stupid. They do it all the time in Hollywood lately. They're just making these characters idiots when they should be trying to elevate these characters and test them, really test them, okay? Instead of saying, oh, the blip messed him up, so now he's a dope, so now we can just throw in some cheesy plot, and yeah, it makes sense now, right? That's what they're doing. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.